William Hill Vegas sponsors Frampton versus Quigg on Sky Sports Box Office.
Radio Raheem here with Shane McGuigan. This is a huge fight, not only in England, but in Ireland as well. It's a huge fight for Carl, a huge fight for Scott, but it's a huge fight for you.
Yeah.
It feels like this is maybe your clearinghouse as a trainer.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about how you approach this fight, and did you do anything different in this camp than you haven't done in previous camps?
Well, every camp changes, with the opponent style, and I think he had to bring himself to another level to fight the likes of Scott Quigg. What he did in the previous camp wouldn't have been up to scratch to fight a guy of Scott Quigg's caliber. So we've brought ourselves to a new level. We've got new faces in camp with the likes of David Hay and George Groves. They've helped him bring his game to another level, and I think you're going to see the best Carl Frampton on the night. When it comes down to me, I am developing every day as a coach, but we've been working together for the last 6 years, and I know him inside out. I know how he reacts when he's under pressure, how he reacts when he's in control. So these things, it's just water off a duck's back come fight night.
With any combat sport, especially any contact sport, really, there's always the guys in the ring or on the court or on the field that are hitting each other, but then there's the guys on the sideline with the chess match.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're looking across the ring and you're seeing the trainer of the year, the first British trainer of the year in, 90 years, is that at all intimidating? And how do you find the confidence to know that, my experience as a trainer can match his, and I've got the better horse in this race?
I know my boxer better than he knows his, and I've been training him longer than Joe has been training Scott. That's confidence for me. Doesn't make a blind bit of difference who's in the opposing corner, because Carl Frampton is fighting Scott Quigg. We should not take the recognition for this fight. They should. And the fact is that I'm very, very confident in my man doing a number on Scott Quigg. But it's a bit of a shame that Joe keeps spouting his mouth off and showing disrespect, because I actually respect him as a coach.
Having said that, we saw that again up here on the dais. Obviously, you guys aren't personal friends. It wouldn't hurt your feelings. No. But does it anger you, or does it make you want to beat them worse?
Not at all. I mean, you beat these guys with kindness, and look, not everyone's going to like you. And the fact is you're striving for that. You're a silly man. So I know he'll never like me. And I know it's not the last time that I'm going to see him in the opposing corner, but he will respect me over time.
Why do you think he doesn't like you?
Because he's jealous, unfortunately, because he had to work his way up, and he feels like I've catapulted through, but, time will tell.
When we turn our attention to what happens in the ring and the real job,
the most important job.
the most important job, many people have handicapped this fight as Carl Frampton's going to go in there and box and fox off the back foot and can't really take the Scott Quigg punch if Scott gets to him. Is this something that you consider to be true? And if so, is the strategy to stay away and box, or can they engage and exchange power shots?
If I believed that was true, I wouldn't be taking the fight. I utmost confidence in Carl Frampton. I believe that the power lies in Carl Frampton. There's a lot of people saying that Frampton's the lesser of the punches, the puncher of the two. But I believe Carl's the bigger puncher. And the thing is you can't hit what you can't see. And when Scott's hitting fresh air and leaving himself open, he could expose himself to getting knocked out.
Is there any bit of Carl Frampton that we haven't seen yet in the ring that we may see Saturday night?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is that you always see fighters do something different in the gym, and that's when you go, wow, I didn't realize you could do that. But sometimes they may only be messing about, and you've just got to tell them to keep ingraining that and bringing a new level and a new dimension to them. I believe Scott Quigg's going to bring something new to the table, and I believe Carl Frampton's going to bring something new, and that's what makes it such an exciting fight.
When a fighter's been knocked out, it takes a lot for him to get that invincibility back. Well, Carl Frampton hasn't been knocked out, but he's been dropped twice in his previous fight. So to guard against him being gun shy, or to make sure that if he does get dropped, he has the confidence to get back up and know he can win, what are you doing pre-fight to prepare for that moment should it happen?
Carl's been boxing 21 years, right? He's been taking punches for those 21 years. That's experience that you get over time. It was an experience for me to see him on the canvas in that last fight, because I've never seen him on the canvas before. And that's genuine. But Scott's been down, and he's had his moments, and that just builds a fight. They've both been on the canvas. They both can bang at world level, and the fact is that it's just, people are humming and hawing. I know who the winner is. You know, people in our camp know who the winner is, but I'm sure their camp's very, very positive about Scott doing number one. But it's not going to happen.
Thank you. Radio Raheem with Shane McGuigan. Good luck Saturday night at Manchester Arena. Don't miss it. Radio Raheem, Shane McGuigan.
William Hill Vegas sponsors Frampton versus Quigg on Sky Sports Box Office.